it do? Oh, don't be mad. It's a new day. New day, new day. Sean, much love to you too, man. No, the fires, man, they out. They out now. Seems like now this is just the aftermath where the dust is settling, and you can actually see what the damage is and what's really going on. Yeah, it seems like the fires are out now, man. It seems like all around. Somebody said, "Church talk on putting yourself first." Well, I'm a firm believer in putting yourself first. You can't really. I mean, we've said it before. Who can you help if you can't help you? I know there's people got the problem putting other people first and then complaining about it afterwards. That shit, I've felt guilty to that shit. We all have, you know. Real talk. G-Man, see you, church. Get pimping, nigga. Get pimping. Nobody's, I don't see a lot of people rebuilding out of that. Somebody asked, SB said, it's going to take a long time to rebuild, talking about the fires and everything that was going on. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't see a lot of people recovering from this. I really don't. I don't see it happening in no time. Man, bro, people about to get up out of here. They about to take the little bit of money that they can from the land if they own that. Some people, man, you never know what's going on with some people, man. Some people own the building, not the land. Some people own the land, not the building. You never know what anybody got going on. So I don't really want to speak on that part of it. But what I can say is there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be opening back up or not rebuilding, especially the people that did own the land and I'm saying they own the land and they own the spot that it was sitting on that burned down to the ground. I mean, who's got especially right now, who got a couple of million to go build their house back in the Palisades? Very few. Very few. Real shit. It's a little bit different. A lot of people inherited some of that property. There's people that stand up there, man. Shit, they're not rebuilding from that. And now what happens is, the city's going to come in or whoever, and they're going to want to buy the land for cheap. Real talk. They're already making offers. Something that was $3 million, you know, uh, is now being offered 700,000. Bless me. Now they're offering 700,000 for something that was once 3 million. I mean, I don't. We don't see the play here. I don't know what's going on, and it's crazy how my insurance company. It's funny as hell how my insurance adjuster hit me, and let me know that my insurance will be going down on my vehicles, and I'm like, I asked for you to do this, church, 6 months ago. Okay, 7 months ago. We just now getting around to knocking it down. I found it kind of weird, but whatever. Shout out to him. Kind of crazy. Yeah, that shit over with. But we 7 minutes in, man. Welcome. Welcome this morning. And I ain't gonna lie. Like, and yeah, I could be reaching, and I think I might have mentioned the other night, but I'm like, we really got to emphasize on this. Like all these donations and everything that's been going on, like all these, rallies where people putting together food, these drives, people putting together food, clothes, diapers, whatever, etc. Right? You really look at it. It looked like to me a lot of the people that were coming there to get these items looked like their family had been in need before the fire. I'm just being honest, man. Like, it didn't look like people were doing well before any of these fires. Like, and how do you even cipher between who's really in need and who's not? You had people running the scam with the Hurricane Katrina joint, man, with showing the cards just to get some money. In this case, I can't even say shame on the people that was coming to get some food and clothes and things that really weren't a part of the fire, because that just goes to show you how much, you know, uh, our surroundings and, just the whole situation overall out here is messed up. Real talk. It just goes to show you how messed up it is. You got people that wasn't even probably impacted by it still coming and getting food, clothes, necessities, just things that they need. I send my love, man, and my prayer to the people that were actually affected by it, because, like I said, that there's gonna be nobody up there in them Palisades for sure. Pasadena and the Eden fire was bad. Um, I just know what really went down in them Palisades, and like that, I feel like was they caught the worst of it. That shit burned down more than anything, and I just don't see them people rebuilding them houses. I don't see it. Palisades will be full of condos and townhouses in 10 years. No, I ain't against donating at all. I just hope that, and I'm not telling people don't help or don't donate. But when you really look at it, Jay, you don't know who's really taking what right now. And a lot of people are prideful, man. Shit. Right now, the people that are prideful, that are really in need, they can come and blend in for a minute. And act like they was impacted by it, but they really been just being impacted by life and just, society and what's going on around them in their everyday life. Just saying, I feel like it's a lot deeper than just people losing their houses. Like, that shit masked a lot of people that were, messed up, not having their way. Like, it was easy for people to blend into this. I was talking to people, they like, man, I knew some people that was going and getting stuff that wasn't even impacted by the fire. But I'm like, well, you know them, right? I was like, do you feel like they've been doing good already? Like, nah, they haven't been. It was a way to touch some things. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that because the fire can mask it. Like, all they know is 100,000 people that was, impacted by this. So you don't really know who's walking up for what. Yeah, how you gonna separate who's who? You don't know. Every man, motherfuckers is fucked up. Shit ain't right out here. I promise you this. Right now, in LA County, we got more people that needed something a month ago versus the people's houses that burned down. There's more people that actually needed some food, necessities, need things for their children, barely making ends meet, stretching just to pay the rent. I guarantee you was more people out here than it was that was impacted by that fire, homie. They're hard. You're right. You're right, bro. There are people out here. There are heads out here for sure taking advantage of the situation. It's sad, but it's like you can't really say that they're taking advantage in a messed up way. It's like these people really be needing it. Homie, shit out here is expensive. Not everybody's gonna have it, man. Like to just recover no shit. Half of LA, somebody live with somebody, man. It ain't even people just living by themselves. You don't run into you don't have 100 friends right now, 50 friends in the city that you can say all 50 of them live by themselves. I shit you not. I promise you. Not if you're trying to save some money. I'm just looking at what's going on out here. If you're trying to save some money, you're not, and living by yourself probably ain't going to be the best route if you're not making it. Straight up. If you're not making it, that's why you'll meet a lot of people that live around here, man, in the greater cities. Nobody really live by themselves like that. They trying to get rid of them houses up there. Them shit's taking up acres. Listen, these days, money's not in expanding this way. Money's in expanding this way. So and what do? You don't lay your money out. You stack your money up. They doing the same thing in the real estate game, baby. You take away the acres, you stack that shit up. Now you start boxing people up on top of each other. Whatever people was paying $7,500 for their mortgages and things like that up there, shit, they can get $2,150, $2,500 a month out of 50 units. gotta do the math on what they trying to do. And everything's getting a little too crowded around here. Motherfuckers, they looking for new territory. It's time to expand on new land. Some people didn't have, like I said, having houses up there for 30, 40 years. Their families done passed down to them. Shit, they're just maintaining, even keeping the property up. So to lose that, they know not everybody's gonna bounce back from that and want to rebuild supplies. Having somebody come out and rebuild the whole thing from scratch, yeah, right. Everything done went up. It's inflation around here for all that, man. What, to build your house, you're gonna need at least $1.5 million just to get them some materials and even have somebody even care to want to come do it. Real talk. Ain't nobody about to rebuild up there. I promise y'all this right now. There will not be as many humans that owns the things that they owned in the Palisades in the next 2, 3, 4 years. The city gonna own that, man. People gonna own that shit. It's gonna have money into it. There's gonna be people that own certain properties. It ain't gonna be just one person no more. That shit's out. That shit's out. It ain't gonna be just one person owning a couple acres up there. Nah. They don't even care about the acres. They'll sit there and put something, man. It's all about building it up, stacking people up on top of each other. Everybody want to live in the mountain. Everybody want to live up there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna charge for it. Like I said, it's gotten entirely too crowded around here already. They're looking for new land. We can't have people with single family flats, man, just stretched out like that. And we can pile it up high. Yeah, the insurance companies did cancel the coverage, but that didn't raise suspicion with nobody. Like, nobody. Come on, folks, that ain't raised no suspicion with anybody. Like, man, y'all got canceled. I don't know what happened with that, man. I'm not the insurance company. But y'all got to remember too, though, we got to look at it from both angles. Insurance company ain't stupid. They know people have figured out a way to beat them and get that shit back. There's a will, there's a way. And they knew, even if they did, let's just say hypothetically speaking, they knew about this fire and whatever was going to take place. They knew that a lot of people were going to come play possum with it. Oh, it was for show coming. Some people was going to be burning down their own shit. Which some probably did, who knows? It's a lot of people that lost their shit, man. Thousands. Somebody said those houses aren't worth $2 million. The property, the actual house, and the land that it sits on, homie. People want that land. That land is worth up there. That land is worth, homie. You're right. That house was bought. That's why the house ain't worth nothing, because the house wasn't probably even bought for that back then 30, 40 years ago. Who knows? That shit was nothing up there. People were just building shit. It was outside the city. Now the city's getting closer to it. They need that land. Palisades is one mountain over from city. People in the inner city, homie. So they want that land. That shit's going up. Nobody up there will own that shit single-handedly no more. Especially the ones that had it passed down to them. Shit, y'all didn't even have the money to have it no way. We know how they look at shit. We know how they look at shit. Come on, the haves and have-nots. Shit, they know who's having this property. They looked into all that shit. Just saying. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, homie. I'm sitting right here in the mix of it. I saw it. Ain't no fires anymore. But I seen them, homie, happening all throughout the valley. Well, for millionaires or billionaires or whoever did own shit that did burn down, they're taught to cut their losses. Hell, it was probably cheaper for them to burn it down than actually keep it. Real shit. This city right here is expanding. LA is it's a big ass city. They don't want one person owning three properties no more. They don't want that like mansions and land like that. They don't want that no more. Hold on. They don't learn they can stack them up on top of each other. Man, hold on. We can cut down a acre to a half an acre, man, shit, and treat it still like one. If we stack them up, we're still gonna get the same money. But just shorten the room. Hell, we're gonna make more money. We stack people up, like I said, 50, 60 units on top of each other versus a single family flat. We know what it's gonna revenue. We know it. A month. They know what they doing, homie. This shit ain't no coincidence. I feel bad for the people that did lose their joints, homie. Genuinely. But like the millionaires, I don't feel bad for them. The people that lost their house, any of them, I don't feel bad for them. Y'all was taught to cut y'all losses. Go to your house in New York. Go to your house in Texas. Go to your house in Boston. Go to your house in Atlanta. Go to your houses. Y'all got other ones. They are tired of people. They don't want nobody. It ain't about them being tired. They just feel like they're losing money out here. They're not about to have nobody owning no 2-3 mansions no more and shit like that. That shit's out. You see half that shit burnt up. That shit's out of here. Shit, you got everybody pushed over towards my way through the valley. Shit, you got a lot of celebrities, man. Shit, 10 minutes away from me right now. Like, ain't nowhere for them to stay up there. But yet they ain't trying to leave LA, so shit, they just moving down and then push people towards the city. It's crazy because it was only a mountain that separated from the Palisades to the city of Tarzana, Reseda, Woodland Hills, Northridge, all that shit right there in the bubble. Man, you see some of the shit you can get. Somebody said move to Texas. Who said that? Let me see. SB said move to Texas. That shit's so cheap. What you get in California, you can get some super nice shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, homie. Some of the houses I've been seeing online from Texas and just other areas like that down south or just anywhere else, man, it's sickening. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. Yeah, motherfucker might live 45 minutes outside the city, but your shit cheaper, your shit fat as hell. Sitting on some land for real. You see, they don't want you to have it around here. You got to go somewhere where you can have it. Somebody said there's no money in Texas. That's where you're fooled, my guy. That's where you're fooled. You must not be, you must not be well traveled. Oh, it's the money in Texas, dog. Everything big in Texas, even the money. I don't give a fuck if property taxes was high in Texas. I will take that versus it, man, anything they be pushing around this motherfucker from California to anything, man. California is expensive within itself. Anywhere that's popular, they gonna raise it up. Hell, I even talked to some of my friends that live in Tampa. They like shit. They hated when Tom Brady came there. They said everything went up in price. Anywhere that's an attraction is gonna charge you. Anywhere where people want to go, they're gonna charge you. Anywhere people want to go, want to travel to, be at all the time, a lot of people live at, they're gonna charge you. I bet you this: if half the population cut out around here, right, the price for everything will go down. It's overpopulated. New York, overpopulated. A lot of cities, you know what I'm saying? There's quite a few actually that are just overpopulated. It's not growing as fast as people moving there or being there. There's cities that are going through that. There are fast cities though that are growing daily, and like the people are gravitating towards it naturally. Austin is one place for sure. Austin's a growing city. Oh, Vegas on its way. Vegas on its way. It's one man Nacho El Grande away from tipping the bucket on being just as expensive as California. It's on its way. That's why a lot of people moved there. But see, there was one thing that I always respected about Vegas, right? That always kept everything mellow and chill was there was no real main attractions. There was no sports teams. There was no football. There was no basketball. There was no professional nothing, hockey. None of that. Yeah, you had a couple of, little minor league teams. We had the Area 51s and shit like that. Like, it wasn't really nothing too crazy. College teams, of course, but there was no pro anything, and now there's pro a lot moving there. From football to basketball, shit. They already got a women's basketball team professionally. Soon there'll be a men's basketball team there professionally. It's already a professional football team, so it's growing. That city growing fast. So I mean, it's not gonna be you're not gonna be getting big property anymore. They gonna start stacking them up too after a while. There's one thing I start seeing them do in Vegas that they never did. They started doing like California, where they're putting the houses on the mountains. They never did it like that. They put you up on a hill. They never put you up on mountains. You got people living on mountains now. Bomb Squad says, Sharp, you ever strangled a beezy with an extension cord? No. If you feel like you even got to come to that point, homie, just get up away from the bitch. What are you doing? I don't know. I just want to see people living again. I don't think we'd have people A lot of people running around here so stressed. Shit, if they can actually stack a couple dollars and live cool. I'm telling you, they trying to get rid of middle class on y'all, homie. Ain't nobody about to just have it like that. It's gonna be the haves and have-nots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's on its way. For sure. Come on, homie. Cell phones is $1,400. Video games and shit like that, man. Video game costs you $70 for your kid to have some entertainment, shit, or you, whatever the case may be. Costs a lot of money, homie, to live. That's why people feel like they never get ahead. That's why it's always a problem. I don't know. Look at some of these cities, man. They be raggedy as hell. Y'all take all this money from people. Where the money going? Y'all say y'all take the taxes from people to do something with them. Okay, where the money going, man? Where is it going? What's it doing? You got people out here been hitting the same pothole in the damn street for the last 10 years. Right now, to them, we're all considered poor. All of us. We're all poor. Every single one of us. These days, you got to add 20, 30 million in the bank to be something to them people. I'm telling you. Yeah, you make $100K a year, you ain't, man, to them, you ain't shit. You got no say. They make you feel like you got a say when you get to vote once a year on something. Whether it's in your city, your county, whatever the case may be. You can come and vote for this, vote for that, or, show up to City Hall. They try to make it seem like you involved, homie. But they're paid, and even when people go there to City Hall and they go complain, like they're there. That's why a lot of them don't even say nothing, because they're there just to listen to your complaints. And they're about to do shit about them. City Hall is a place you can go cry, and there's somebody that is a figure with a little fucking stamp with their name on the front of it that's there to listen to you. Let's just say, man, shit. People making $140K a year. Let's just say your rent even is still $2,500 a month. Your cars, you got to get to work. You got to go places. You know what I'm saying? Your bills, other expenses that come with that. You don't just get a house or get somewhere. That's $2,500, $4,000, $5,000, and that's all you pay. No, you still got to pay other things. It all adds up. 140 a year can go quick. Sinus is fucking up. It don't stop there. 140K a year can go, especially you got kids, you got all man situations. Trust me, that shit go. 140K really ain't shit a year no more. And that used to be a flex shit. Even doctors make that. Some of these doctors be living worse than other niggas. And they making 140 a year. Fucked up in that. Bosky said, man, people live above their needs and expenses. Well, it's easy to do that when there's so many temptations in the world. They show you where to spend the money. They encourage you. They encourage you to spend your money. Hell, you'll see on commercials, they'll stop anything you watching for a commercial for you to go buy a car or buy something. It ain't no commercial for you to stack your dough. Hey, we're doing a savings this year. Everybody save. Fuck cars, fuck everything. No. What they do is they put it all on TV. Sales event. End of the year. You'll see that on TV before you see anybody. Or anybody push anything positive, say, hey man, put your dough up. Ain't no campaign behind that, ain't no funding. But boy, they got that sales event going on. They need you to come grab that new Toyota. The new BMW, the new Mercedes. They really trick y'all, dog. They really trick y'all. Real shit. They really trick y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all how they trick y'all. You know, y'all catch all them commercials. Y'all see the new Mercedes. Y'all see the new Toyota, whatever the fuck it is that you see, Hummer. All that, right? It entices you to go buy a car. You look at Aston Martin, Rolls Royce. Who else? Lamborghini. You look at any of them Superman, they don't, man, McLaren's, anything. They don't make commercials. Oh. My shit been acting up all day. They don't make commercials, homie, for none of them cars. Because you know why? They buyers don't watch TV. Yeah, they customers don't sit around. You know, it ain't about no old news, homie. It's the truth. All the other car companies target y'all. Hell, they'll bid. They don't mind bidding for you know, placements for the Super Bowl for $1 million. Man, what they get they commercial out there, man. Shit, sales event. Hey, y'all come in. They already know, man. They got half America watching. People need something every day. All of America watching. Now I know a lot of people that buy cars from the streets, go get a car for 8,000, 7,000. You know what I noticed? Everybody who go do that, y'all always stay running through cars. I noticed that. Y'all all, man, the people that do that shit, man, I've had people that do that, man. One of my homegirls is always go get car, man. She done ran through more cars than I ever knew. I'm like, damn, like why? But you just going and buying just a little, little 2000 Lexus, a little little 5, 8 grand. Yeah, it's cool. You ain't got no car payment, but you end up always working on the car. You always try to put the car back together. There's something going on with the car. It never just, it might run for a couple months, then it needs something. Real shit. Stop doing that shit. Y'all think y'all be skipping a bill, but y'all don't. Y'all just sit there, end up paying anyway out of pocket, which you probably would have paid cheaper just even going to getting you a newer car. Why do you think, man, insurance companies on cars that are older, and I ain't talking about 79s, and I'm not talking about old schools. I'm talking about like cars that are older, the insurance be higher. The car's a little bit more out of date. Might not be no parts laying around. Insurance company ain't stupid. Like shit, they might not even make nothing like other than some aftermarket shit for that shit. Hell yeah, we gonna raise up the price. Newer cars, they drop the insurance on you a little bit. Cause they know if you do get a fender bender, some shit like that, yeah, it can. There's parts laying around. The shit can be fixed. Cars that are probably 15 years older, nah, they ain't doing it. They gonna do it, but they gonna charge you a little bit more than what they would for a newer car. Oh man, it's a pimping to know this shit and just even dealing with certain situations. Having vehicles, all that, dealing with insurance. And when it even comes to this fire, I mean, that should have raised some type of suspicion. Homie, if I had a house and somebody wanted to drop my fire policy, I wouldn't have been cool with that. Out of them 72,000, shit, I would have left. I bet you there were still people that kept them on because if people got them on for their home, you think they ain't got them on for their vehicles? Boats, whatever they need to insure. Out of them 72,000 people, the real question is how many people dropped their insurance policy from them all the way around? How many? Because I'm sure out of them 72,000 that lost that fire policy, you had cars with them too. And you probably didn't drop them on that because you've been niched in with them already. Think about it. It's like, damn, State Farm kind of was smart. It's like, how can you argue with them when you still kept them as insurance when they dropped you on the fire policy? Right or wrong? How many people stayed on out them 72,000 policies that got dropped? Because you know you do it in a bundle. State Farm gonna do you in a package. I'm sure you didn't have State Farm policy for your fire policy and had Allstate or Liberty or whoever. Anybody else. I don't give a fuck who you had. You didn't have somebody for something else. I don't believe it. If you had State Farm, you had State Farm. How many out of them 72,000 dropped the policy completely? How many? Shit, State Farm kind of covered their ass if you look at it. I bet you out of the 72,000, 60,000 still stayed. I bet you. That's real shit. Cold pizza for your ass. How many of them people stayed? Because you do it in a bundle, man. That's why you don't hear State Farm. They don't even need to make a statement to anybody apologizing to who. You're talking 72,000. We had 60,000 of them that stayed. The 12,000 that probably left, hey, man, good for them. It's fucked up, but it's the truth. How many people up here been to court? Had to go stand in court? Man, I have. And I'll tell you this, if you ain't got no reason of being up in there with them people in that courtroom, you're going to look real damn stupid. I've been in court, man, I know. They don't care about nothing but the facts. They get down to the meat and potatoes. They don't care about none of the extra shit. Trust me, I've tried. I'm a good talker. It doesn't matter. They don't care. What's really going on here, though? Anybody try to take them to court, try to sue them. Well, when they go in there, well, did you keep them? Because a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, they had car insurance through them. Yeah, well, did you end up keeping them? Did you have a discrepancy with it before the fire started? They dropped people before the fire even started. So you can't take that discrepancy up with them when they called, or when you called, and they said, hey, man, you knew this already when we sent you the policy already and told you that we canceled that shit months ago. It's a high risk in your area. I ain't saying it's right, but I'm just saying they did business. Trust me, State Farm ain't argued with one person. Maybe some of the people on the phone, but like State Farm and executives, they ain't argued with one person. They ain't had to come out and release a statement one. Why would they? They don't have to do that. Those policies were canceled. If them people stayed, it's on them. It really ain't State Farm's fault. If you really look at it, man, we have to do that. It really ain't State Farm's fault that they got the drop on the situation before the situation popped or occurred. Real talk. They got the drop on the situation. They got 72,000 policies out of the areas that they knew were probably going to catch fire. They felt like they'd have kept all 72,000 on, they would have went bankrupt. Trust me, insurance companies and people are like Crips and Bloods, have been battling for years. Shit, people win from the insurance companies win from people. It's been something that's been going on for years. But when you look at it and at that magnitude, shit, that shit was gonna close some doors, boy. Some branches were gonna go down. Man, Chris Paul, anybody who's ever been endorsed by him, all them checks about to go bye-bye. Got people that have $500,000, $700,000 fucking fire policies for their houses. They got canceled. $1 million insurance for fires. Boy, they was gonna be out of here. You would have never saw State Farm ever again. And if you would have saw it, it would have been like the little Migo joints, the little, you go get that shit's in Spanish for the insurance. You would have saw State Farm in Spanish. You wouldn't even saw it no more just on a regular note. They would have been trying to get shit. They would have been selling SR22s for $70 and little just liability joints. just where you getting some liability insurance, just enough to drive the car. That's about it. You wouldn't see them at the top no more. They would never be another top competitor for them. Their name will be trash. Hell, they kept the money and feel like they can recover from people wanting to slander. They ain't got to say nothing. They know what was in the contracts. People accepted that. If you look at it, it's the people's fault, anybody who stayed. It is. And they made sure of that. I'm not saying it's right, but they made sure of that. They cut these policies way before. This is facts, homie. Trust me, I want to blame the insurance company too. But I had to put myself in that boat. If I called them people and then people didn't send me a notice months ago talking about, hey, we're cutting that off. I had a choice at that point. Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel comfortable staying with them? Do I want to be with them? And just keep, people ain't really thinking about fires like that. Yeah, you're probably like, oh, they canceled that part of it. Man, whatever, I'll figure it out in the future. Didn't know a fire about to pop off, man, 3-4 months later, however long it took for them, because I don't have a fire policy through them. But I've had insurance from State Farm for over the last 12, 13 years, and let me tell you something, homie. Anything ever happened to my cars, and I done cashed out, man, with a big bag from them. So I'm like, shit, anything ever happened, they've taken care of it. So it's like, shit, I don't know about the fire movement, but it's like, it seemed like they knew. Yeah, they got money. But let me tell you something, 72,000 policies, Palisades, all that, man, they wasn't going to be able to take care of all that, homie. They would have lasted maybe a year after that. You have to think about what would have went with their name. They got to start paying that shit out. It's over with. Everybody going to start talking about they State Farm checks. Oh, man, State Farm, like I said, they wouldn't even exist no more, dog. It's not about the money they have. Money can be depleted. It's the respect and the name that's going to carry you. Joshua S. said it was reported $55 billion in damages. $55 billion. Good luck to any insurance company. Good luck. Good fucking luck. I bet you there ain't one exec talking like how any piece of some of the chat talking like, man, they got money. There's one nigga said, man, they got money, Sharp. Yeah, they got money, but they ain't got $55 billion to give up tomorrow. Boy, let them lawsuits start coming through. Hell, you see what's going on with Diddy. Nobody got enough money, homie, for anything. I don't believe that anymore. There's a will, there's a way. They will get that. They will get that. 55 billion, somebody said 150 billion, but I'm gonna be honest with you. 55 billion is logical to what took place, especially for what goes on around here, homie. Shit, nigga, that's hell yeah. 55 billion. That might set it straight. I promise y'all, homie, it definitely is deeper. It gets a lot bigger. The picture gets bigger. You feel me? They couldn't handle that one. State Farm wasn't handling that. News said 150 billion. Well, they definitely ain't. Bro, you can erase them at 150 billion. You can erase them off the map. 55, they ain't recovering. $150, they're out of here. They're going to owe money they can't even pay. When's an insurance company ever been on the end of that, where they got money, there's money they can't even pay right now? You're getting them out of here. They had to save the brand. They had to cut 72,000 people for the sake of the brand. It's crazy when you look at it. I'm just opening my mind and looking at the situation as a whole. Like, I'm not siding with any of it. I'm just like, that's what they're doing. They had to save their brand. They rather cut 72,000 than try to cut 150 billion or whatever they want to put in damages, because I know they're putting in the billions to try to even stand on that. Yeah, right. They won't even recover from a small end of that because people are leaving. People are going to boycott it. People are going to leave. Nobody's going to fuck with it once they start paying. It's an admittance of guilt. You know this. Anybody knows this. Once you start paying, shit, even with these scandals, once you start paying, it's an admittance of guilt. Let's see. So the net worth of State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company ended the year at 134.8 billion compared to the 131.2 billion at the end of 2022. 150 billion. Why you think they said they're gonna go bankrupt? There's no way. There's no way they make it out of that. There's no way, homie. There's no way. $134.8. They go, man, get hit for 150. Come on, man. We're talking numbers that we would never probably ever possess. 134 billion. It ain't happening. They'll never make it through, chat, ever in life. Even trying to even recover from it. And we all know bad news spreads fast. Right or wrong. Bad news spreads fast. How many people gonna fall off the bandwagon, not even want them as insurance adjusters anymore? Have them even in the mix anymore? Shit. The other insurance companies are thrilled. They're loving this. You know how many phone calls, new phone calls that they've had about insurance since this was said? Hell, they even had my insurance adjuster reach out to me and drop my shit cheaper. Like, hey, man, we got to salvage everything right now. Because shit's going to get real spooky. You feel me? You got too many people sitting there, they're about to boycott them. Do that. Am I going to leave State Farm? No, I'm not going to leave State Farm. I've been with them for years. But in retrospect, I see what's going on. It's a problem right now. Everybody's going to leave from there. A lot of people. So they're salvaging right now, man. They're cleaning up all the aisles in the grocery store. $134 billion, man. You know how much money that is? That's changing everybody's life over here. Right now. In the United States, man. We can get some shit popping with that type of money. What y'all think about that, Chet? The United States right now with $134.8 billion that this company possesses by themselves. How much we can get the man, we can get cracking. Everybody gonna be good, man. You might not, shit, a Lambo's gonna be considered a Pinto. That shit would be the new Toyota. They pushed out $134.8 billion to everybody. Haters or lovers. I get it. You can't give everybody money because not everybody's going to respect it. You have a lot of people going off the fucking deep end. Hell, you're going to have ODs at an increase. Oh, man, it would go crazy. I get it. But I'm just like, man, $134.8 billion in a company, homie. And we got a man downstairs that's probably crying across the street, man, at a bus stop right now, talking about doing something to himself because he lost it all and don't have it all or just don't have the support. They know people go through shit every day. I get it. There's some messed up people out here, man, but there's some people trying to make it too, man. That's all I'm saying. At least put out half the shit. Shit. 134.8 billion is in some insane money, man. That's all. At least put out half the shit, man. I get it. Can't please everybody, but like, damn, my nigga. Give everybody at least a chance. Where everybody at the age of 8, not even 18, but the age of 25, I say that at least, 25, 26. Everybody get at least $250,000 in their life. Here to go do whatever it is you gonna do. Whether you wanna start a business with, man, whatever it is you wanna do, man, you at least got a chance. You gotta sign your damn life away, man, to get $50. And owe them for the rest of your life when they wanna give you some money. Y'all set all these rules, but yet, see, it's a double-edged sword. Y'all set all these rules, but yet, remember, nobody asked to be here. Nobody asked to be born. I feel like that in the world, homie, like for everybody, man. Everybody should feel good about themselves, man. You don't get a chance unless you make the chance. Nobody gets that. You know? You got to kind of live with your choices. Even with nothing. At least give a motherfucker something. At least one time, shit. Give him some money. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I do my thing. Shit, fuck me, skip me. But give some of these people some money, homie. We'd have half these people not even, man, there's some people that really take it and go do something with it, man. I would hope. $134 billion. Could you imagine that? I got a man probably down the block right here at the bus stop going crazy. He ain't got nothing. Can't even put no money into mental health. Y'all don't even know half these people out here sick. Half these people out here sick. There's nowhere to even take them. I look at like all these super maximum prisons and shit like that. You keep a nigga in a 23-hour lockdown. You let him out, look, he come out of his box with no window, out the chute, go to another box, and lets a little bit of daytime, a little bit of day room in it to make him go walk in circles like he an animal. He's walking in circles, running in circles. You're never really moving him forward. We got the worst prison system in the world because you know what? It's really based off of making money. You look at some of the other places that, you know, don't really have that problem. They really believe in rehabilitation, moving them further. Real shit. You want them better, but you don't put them in better situations. You show them that their lives are over if they fuck up. There's nothing that they gain from it. You gain nothing from it. You get cut off from the world. You're pretty much dead. And you wonder why niggas get in there and start killing each other, just getting to doing just dumb shit. It's because they're like, shit, my life's over with anyway. You ain't programming me in no way. You tell me to read books. Only so many books a nigga can read. Only so many weights a nigga can lift. Hell, people like I said, throwing away 20 pounds of food. Shit a month. You can't make sure a nigga get a steak dinner every now and again every 6 months. Make them feel real. Make them feel alive. I've been in jail, homie. You motherfuckers will sit there and go grill on the rooftop and open up the door and make sure everybody smell it before you make sure they even get a piece of it, homie. It's a mind fuck. Got niggas, you got, man, half of them don't even know why even stabbings or anything like that even go on in the jail system. Shit, you got niggas stabbing over soups. Over shit you might sit there and chop up and tell your baby, here, you want some new-news, and they throw half of them away. You got niggas up in there right now about to catch a shank in the morning behind it. You ain't giving them nothing. You're not giving them shit. When half them COs and all them people go up in there, I done watched y'all stories. Half you motherfuckers go up in there, guess what? All you worried about is just making it back safe to your family. That's all it is. It's a job. It's not you helping. When you're there, you're a part of the cause. You have to help rehabilitate them, even if you're a CO. If you're gonna, listen, homie, because somebody said, well, you think they deserve something? Listen, if you're gonna treat them like they're dead, you might as well kill them. Excuse me, but it's true. If you're gonna treat them like they dead, why put them in a box and make them like, man, you think that make them suffer? Because it's about the money. This shit is money made. Prisons are a big business. Somebody said they need to learn a lesson. And I don't know which way. I feel like that may be two ways. I don't know how you really saying it, but I look at it like this. To learn a lesson, you have to be taught. If you throw a dog, right, in a cage, you only let it out to eat, shit, and piss. If it didn't eat shit, if it didn't piss and shit already in its cage from being left in there for hours on end, who knows how it goes, right? If you only let a dog out to eat, shit, and piss, and put the dog right back up, what you think the dog gonna learn? What you think the dog gonna learn? Hell, you do. You got people in cells throwing feces at motherfuckers. Shit, they shitting all over all over the cell, flooding it, doing all types of shit. What you think is gonna happen if you don't rehabilitate? If you don't sit there and spend time with the dog? And guess what happens when you finally do think that you can let the dog out or leave the dog unattended for even 2 seconds? The dog's gonna tear shit up. It was taught nothing when it was let out. It was taught nothing. Same goes for a person. You can't lock them up and just, man, there's people talking about, man, I seen some shit, man, that said, what'd he say? He was like, I don't even understand. He was like, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how there's people from the outside telling me that payphones are going away. Payphones ain't a thing anymore. He's like, man, my people telling me like there ain't no payphones anymore. They done took them all damn near all away. He's like, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. There's been niggas that's been in there, man, isolated forever. Shit crazy to me, man. Just saying. One man that was on he was an Aryan Brotherhood motherfucker, white boy, you know, Wood. And you know, they got him Supermax. He down in the Supermax, man. They got him, boy. He in his cell, no windows, 23 hours, and he goes sit. Man, they let him in a box. He got to still be shackled up, walking in circles. And he was telling people, he's like, man, I'm not here to harm y'all or nobody. He was like, shit, some shit happened. You know, they running politics. But y'all create them environments for them, homie, to run them politics. They ain't got nothing else to run. But that. You give them nothing else. You throw a few guards up in the towers with some guns. Anybody get out of hand, hey, man, you get him out of here. You pepper spray, man. You hit him with some rubber bullets, you get him out of here. Ain't no understanding. There's no relationship or any type of growth. You know why? Because all the money that's being put into tax dollars, your tax dollars, is being put into prisons. They're not all being spent on prisons and these people's rehabilitation. That way, it's, you know, the population goes down. We're the ones that house the most people. 2,000, 3,000 in every state, 4,000, man, shit. In the United States, homie, shit, there's 2 million people in jail. I ain't never been in prison, dog, but I done took some little tours, my nigga. Trust me. They done tried me. So I say, be you, man, but be great. Have a better understanding of what's going on out here. This shit ain't just about who they can lock up, it's how much money and for how long can they make it. Yeah, prison. Hey, who said that? Andrew G. Locke said prison wasn't made for innocent individuals. Yeah, but it wasn't made to rehabilitate individuals either. It's a business. You can't have. You gotta think about it, dog. Right? Real shit. You cannot have people not being rehabilitated and not coming back to jail. The jails aren't going to make money. The prisons aren't going to make money. You need people fucking up. You need repeated offenders. You have to have that. Right or wrong. If everybody was just doing right, guess what? There'd be no need for prisons. Prisons make money. Just like the hospitals. If everybody did right, there'd be no need for prisons. You wouldn't have too many people up in them. You'd have some soft little fire camps and shit like that. You need people out here tripping. You need people to want money. You need people to rob for their kids. You need people to steal and kill and do all that. You raise everything to make them do that, man. That's how you do it. That's how you get people in jail. They ain't dumb. There'd be no need for lawyers. Nobody would have a job like that. That shit would be a hobby. Be real, from lawyers, DAs, whoever, judges. Anybody who working in a courtroom, man, that shit would be a hobby. Motherfuckers be making money here and there. You'd have to go find a job elsewhere because there wouldn't be enough people in the courtroom. Y'all know I'm telling the real, homie. When we really look at that shit, you really open it up and what the real pandemics that we have going on, they mask them with other shit, homie. Not rebuilding people, you're tearing them down. Somebody said you wrong. Prisons don't make money, fool. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't seen a nigga in some mall clothes in prison since the fucking 90s. Remember, you could send your people up a pack, dog. You can get them blue jeans, white t-shirts. Why a lot of people, man, they have where, shit, you can't even wear blue jeans up to the prison. That was always a no-no. Niggas used to wear mall clothes and shit like that, bro. People used to wear their real clothes, their jewelry, everything back in prisons. And they stopped that shit. It wasn't making enough money. Hold on, y'all niggas want white t-shirts, y'all want drawers, all that, man, that shit's all gonna come from us. They cut all that shit out. They took your personality away from you. Real shit. You better learn something, homie. They used to let your people send you your own shit, man, some shoes, shit like that. Like, yeah, they still doing it in some places, but they not doing it everywhere, dog. It used to be like that in prisons. You can send your people up a package, my nigga, drawers, socks, whatever. Can't do that shit no more. All that shit coming from the state. Why? Because the state making the money now, man. Fuck that. Y'all taking money out of our pocket. We don't need clothes for them at that point because everybody's having some of their people at least send them up a couple pair of blue jeans. We're not gonna have people up in here wearing our shit. We're not gonna have no need for it. Yeah, commissary's always been a big thing. But when you really look at it, when it came to the clothes, the shoes, the slides, the socks, all that, people could send that shit up. They were losing money on that shit. Hold on, we still need to be able to have funding for that to say we need it. And they paying, man, cents on the dollar for all that shit. It's 80 cents a tray to feed a motherfucker. Remember that. They houses, man, they house each inmate, they make, damn it, man, they make close to or on the dot $300 a day per inmate. Boy, don't get me started. Don't. Let's not get to Jordan. Let's not even talk about Michael Jordan and where he been putting his money at. Yeah, man, Michael Jordan. And I got a lot of Jordans. I do. Retro shit, you niggas wait for him, stand in line. That nigga take your money, homie, and go flip it in the prison system to keep your cousin fucked up. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't even know it. You know that, right? No, niggas need to care about that shit. You put your money up for him damn near every month. He drop one every month. Take your money, go and flip it in the prison system. Hey, he wasn't like no Bob Barker if you knew who that was, nigga. Shit, at least Bob Barker tried to get stylish, tried to do something. Bob Barker got into the system, you know, and then we ain't talking about the Price is Right one neither. I remember that from a while back. But you had to look at that shit. Bob Barker, the way he got in the system, shit, he ain't like how his son was being treated in the prison system. So he started investing. The niggas started making some good shit, some good products for people to have. You ain't seen no Bob Barker products in God knows how long. They cut that shit out. It was the last time you wore some Bob Barker slides. Some soap or anything from him, homie. They got that shit the fuck up out of here. Shit died with him. Somebody said, who was that? King Weezy said, he said, I hated Bob Barker products when I was incarcerated. But let's be honest, it was some of the best ones given. For the F. Shit, look what niggas is getting now. Shit, you support Jordan. He ain't putting out one pair of his shoes up in that motherfucker. He wish he would. Somebody said they still giving Bob Barker gear, but I'm gonna tell you this, I bet you it's changed. I bet you it's done gotten cheap. Shit, he at least put some money in this shit. He did it for his son. He did it for his son. His son got locked up. Yeah, it's fucked up shit. He just ended up to have some money. A lot of people don't got money when their kids go to jail. Shit, all they can do is just give some support. They got more time and support to give them and just hold their hand over the phone than they do some money. Can't knock the nigga be able to sit there and be there for his son and change the game for him. You can't be mad. But Rockism, he said Bob Barker gear kind of did suck to be real, but hey, compare it to the state shit that you get. Come on, dog. Don't do the comparison. Yeah, somebody said, man, hey, somebody said just orange slippers and Bob Baker soap. Well, I look at it like this, dog. I done had some of them fucked up slides that they done gave you. You know them ones, homie. You know the ones. Little straps that go over. Somebody wore 1,000 motherfucking times. Shit, at least Bob Barker's had the jellies, nigga. Shit, my feet hurt, nigga. Shit, you better know how to do the comparison. Should I rather have me some Bob Barkers on my feet? They was more comfortable. Put them old bullshits on now, nigga. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, jellies was the only ones. Have you had a pair of jelly since? Nigga want to step soft around that motherfucker. Shit already hectic. And the soap a little bit better than the motherfucking clay bars they give you to run across your fucking Nissan fucking, I don't even, man, homie. Your Ultima, some shit, man, it's like a clay bar that you put on your 90s Nissan. Clay bar and wipe it off and your shit still look a little murky. Niggas better stop. You niggas better stop, homie. Last time you niggas went to jail. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, damn. Bullshit you got, nigga, they give you these days, nigga, make the back of your heels hurt everything. Walking through that motherfucker. I'd rather wear the little skippies, the little Jimmy little skippies. No lace, nigga. Throw them on. Like, shit, the fuck is you doing? Yeah, he say, I ain't been in since Bob Barker gear, homie. Hey, well, you know what? You missed the time, brother. I wouldn't want to go back because you going to hate it now. Bob Barker ain't the man no more. Guess who is? Nigga, state issue. And they thriving. I hate to say it, bro, but like, just know, yeah, don't go back. I don't encourage anybody to go, but I'm gonna just tell you this, dog. You'd love you some Bob Barker today, nigga. That's designer. Boy, you'd be using designer soap and slides. Back to your boy Michael. You know he invests and he does put his money into prisons. Oh no. Oh no. He did, homie. Oh no, he did. He did private prisons. You know the state cuts you a check, right? Like anybody who like puts their money in their private prisons and shit like that, they cut you a check back to keep that shit going. Why wouldn't they? Shit, they'll take their cut. Hey man, say what you will. I believe a lot of these rich motherfuckers, homie, a lot more than you know, have invested in that because it's a big business. Can we say, okay, this what makes me believe that MJ has something to do with it, dog. It's all money grab shit, nigga. He grabbed money from niggas every month. Shit, I got 100 pair of J's. He grabbed money from niggas every month. You might be right, huh? He ain't gotta enslave. He enslaved niggas in different ways. You might be right. You might be right, dog. It could be a white Michael Jordan. Who knows? You right. His name's that popular. I could be that dumb to it, that naive. I get that. That's cool. That's cool. But what I do know is he enslaves us in different ways. Shit, nigga. I could talk bad about him and I know I'm gonna still buy another pair next month. Every time he drop one, everybody go buy him. That nigga will never go broke. His empire will always be on. It'll always be on, homie. Jordan's going for 10,000 right now. Nigga ain't ever fucked with none of y'all. Y'all gonna always go buy him. Niggas gonna die over some J's. He got the world in a cold ass headlock, boy. Yes, he does. Boy, everybody gonna, no matter what, I don't care what race you are, homie, you bought Jordan, you got a pair of Jordans. That nigga's like McDonald's. 1 billion served and going. It's sad. Nobody, man, there's people out here can't even get a fucking meal. There's people out here, man, having billions. Even after they die, their name's gonna always make money. Their families will see it. It's no hate. It's really love. I'm like, damn. If I had that much money, I'm gonna give it to all y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna go to cities and just look out, y'all line up. We giving out money at least once a month. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? The fuck am I gonna do with all that money, dog? Billions of dollars. Jordan worth billions. That brand, that flagship worth billions. What the fuck am I gonna do with all that? You ain't got nothing else to do, homie. Yeah, you can't look out for everybody, but guess what, my nigga? You can go make a fucking dent with some billions. It's only 50 states, gang. You know what you got people doing with their money? You want me to be real with you? And we can really like resonate? You know what you got people doing with their money? Look at Mr. Beast. That nigga make people go through, man, fucking, like whether it's real or not, it makes them go through, whether it's humility, just shit people would never do for this type of money. He got it. He making games out of it. They ain't giving it out, but he making games out of it to make more money. And if it's fake, that's even weirder. You play these Mr. Beast games, my nigga, you make millions of dollars, whatever the fuck. Got people out there going through some crazy ass shit. Real shit. This what people doing with the money that they getting. Make games out of it. Make people make fools of themselves. It's going on more than you know. They don't pay taxes on that shit. I guarantee you it's like a casino. Somebody said, well, how do they pay taxes on that shit when they, like these influencers, people like that give out money? Well, what they do is they have a motherfucker sign something saying like, hey, you're responsible, just like the casino. They just take the taxes out of it already. That's what the casino does. You go to Vegas, you win some money, they take the taxes already up out of it. If you want it, you can take it, but you'll be responsible for it. You'll have to sign something for it. They'll take the money out of it already. Real shit. When you win a lump sum of money, the casino, like at a casino, they'll take the money out of that. Real shit. They take the money out of that shit. So even with like some of these, somebody like Mr. Beast and, him doing his thing, and shout out to him, but he even know, like, he's either taking the taxes already out of that and telling people what they're going to get. He's got people really running crazy for it. And it's fucked up if they don't get no money out of it or they don't get what they're promised. And I'm sure they do that type of shit. Shit, hey, I'm going to give you 200,000, but what we're going to say is it's $1 million. It's $2 million. That's what makes people want to indulge. Boy, all these motherfuckers do it. And at the end of the day, he owns the content. I think Mr. Beast is a fraud with it. I ain't gonna lie. I really do. I get it. But I do believe he is giving people money. I don't think he's just not giving them anything. He's just, hey, shit. When somebody sees 200,000, shit, it can feel like $1 million. It can. It can feel like $1 million. Like, look, you just gonna say it's for $1 million. You gotta say this for the camera. There's contracts for that shit and everything. $134.8 billion. State Farm is worth, and they went up some billions. They was at 131.2 at the end of 2022. So they went up a little bit. I guess we don't care until we start caring and shit starts to really run its course. That's why I said Mr. Beast lies about some things. Man, welcome to that world. No offense, but them white boys, they be lying about a lot of things. That's what happens. They can get away with it. They've been getting away with it for a long time. Niggas, we don't get that luxury to just say what we want and everybody believes it. Or we get a majority of people to believe it. And I ain't knocking y'all, but y'all niggas know that's the privilege y'all have had, church. Come on. Be real. If I went and said some of the same shit that some of them white boys saying when they go make excuses or they go and tell a fib. That's what they call it, shit, nigga. Let a nigga like me say something. I'm saying a fucking bold-faced lie, flat-out ass lie. For them, it's fibs. They get away with them. They get away with them, homie. Just saying. It's a little different. It's not the same. It's crazy because, when a colored person, gets stopped by, the police or anything of that nature, we start to talk, we try to talk differently. If we don't talk differently, we're about to get treated differently. This is facts. We start talking with a little bit more, proper sense. Like, well, here's my identification. We have to do that because if we don't talk like that, they're going to treat us different. And they're probably going to treat us different anyway, but they at least ease back a little bit when you try that approach. Once a nigga stop and say, man, what the fuck are you doing? Why you fucking with me? They automatically want to pull you out the car. Let it be a white man. Sir, you need to just calm down, man. White man, fuck that. Not calming down. You guys keep fucking with me or just you fucked with my tags and you came to my dad's house. Like, man, you know how that shit go. It changes. Let a nigga start talking like that. Boy, he ain't even getting out talking about his pops. Well, somebody said, man, shit, Sharp, you Mexican. No, I'm not, first and foremost. Love the Mexican culture, but no, I'm not. And somebody said, you racist? No, I'm not racist. I just look at what the problem is out here. The police are racist, but they're racist in a different way. And what teaches them to be racist is when they take your ID or they already done ran your place or they feel like they know that that's you in the front seat They take your ID and they go back and they gonna treat you accordingly to what that computer tells them. They'll treat you accordingly. That's how it goes. That's why even when they don't have no type of, they don't know who's driving it or don't match the description of what they feel like was said when the plates come back, they ask for your ID or just your identification. They go back to the car. They put it in the computer. Y'all all been there. Y'all wait. Everybody's got a waiting game with the police. They go back to the car. They go run it. That computer tells them how to treat you. Right or wrong. Unless the nigga already done dealt with you before. Your picture pop up. They go off of what the fuck that computer tells you. Hell yeah, they stereotype. You're damn right. Fuck are you talking about? That's how they stereotype. That computer that sits in their car. Somebody said, Sharp, you got any racist encounters? Yeah, I was in Clark County. And I was going through some shit, man. Like it's a bad time. Just I had more time at the time than I did have money, and just being in jail, and I remember there was this Asian cop, and he had seen that I had some pull or some plug. I don't know what he thought, but like he seen people was fucking with me. And these cops, they train to get the person who got some notoriety or got something to say up out of there. And I wasn't even doing nothing. I just told one of my partners something, and something happened, and just it was what it was. And he came by and he was like, Rodriguez. He called me Rodriguez. He thought I was Spanish. And that's crazy because that's how it goes. It's stereotyping. And he called me Rodriguez. I ain't answer to that shit when he walked by. My last name ain't Rodriguez, homie. So when he had said something, he tried to say something to me, nigga, I ignored him. He called me Rodriguez. He was an Asian cop. I said, okay, well, shit, I'm not about to answer to that. That ain't my name. I watched that nigga go up there because they got a book with everybody named that's in the dorm. I watched that nigga go up there. I seen it. I'm sitting on my bunk. He go up there. He go look through it. He go look through that motherfucker. He go see what my name is, and then he said my name. He said, man, Swan, come here. Now I come up there. He called some other little cop, some little buff cop over from that was walking through the module. They pulled me into the doors where it's like glass, where they it connects to where you can leave the dorm, you stay in the middle, then boom, you can go out into the hallway. Shit, they got me right in the middle. And he start tripping on me, like, what, you don't want to listen? What, you got a problem with me? Like, the Asian cop tripping on me. And I seen he brought another cop, like, some little stalky motherfucker. I'm like, look, dog, I ain't gonna tell him, dog. I was like, look, sir, I ain't got no problem with you. He's like, what? You, like, just tripping on me. And I could smell the vodka on his breath. The nigga kept a canteen. We all knew there was an Asian man. This nigga up in there sipping vodka all day. Pulled me over in the little motherfucking cubby, him and some other little rookie-ass cop trying to, just get up on me. I'm like, bro, what's your problem? Now I just say, hey, man, you right. You looking to try to beat something up tonight because you feel like you in position to do so. Yeah, he was just mad because I ain't respond to him. Y'all do no psych evaluations on none of them niggas. But you quick to lock a motherfucker up to tell them that they ain't sorry for something. That's their tactics. They want to size you up. Coming to find out, man, shit, this nigga up in there sipping vodka out of a motherfucking thermos. They was waiting for me to make a wrong move. He wanted to beat me up. Nah, he wanted to put his hands on me. Him and the other cop. I could tell by the way he stepped in because the other cop wasn't saying nothing. He just looking at me like, nigga, do something. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what y'all on. Y'all looking to whoop something out tonight. Put your hands on something. I would have respected it. He would have pulled me by himself. Now he called somebody else before he tripped on me. He ain't touched me at all. He just looked at me up and down like, what, you got a problem? Like, huh? I'm like, look, dog, sir, you got it. I ain't got no issue. You just want somebody to bow down to you. Because you know you got the upper hand. I ought to catch you in the street, my nigga. Boy, it would have just been a problem. You would have never did that in your regular life. Somebody said, can you fight sharp shit? If I can't fight, my nigga, it doesn't matter. Right? Whether I can or I can't. No, I wasn't cuffed. That's why he called somebody else. Somebody asked, who was that? DJ Sneak said, was you cuffed? No, I wasn't cuffed. That's why he called somebody else. He slid right past the door. It's him and some little stalky motherfucker with a mohawk. Could have been his lover, who knows? Nah, you say slapping everyone. Nah, he already wanted to take me to the hole for me to say even anything. He would have loved to pack me out, him and his partner. Wasn't giving him that, homie. He was even looking for any type of slur. That's why he had somebody slide in. You gonna take him for me? My last name wasn't Rodriguez. We wasn't playing that one, dog. Well, you know, a lot of these officers got real underlying issues, homie, you know, from the past. A lot of trauma, man. You know, they come and they get a little bit of authority and they push it past. It's like, damn, you got a 23-year-old, 24-year-old trying to bang up a 37, 38-year-old up against the wall, putting him against the wall, handcuffing him, telling him, like, you a piece of shit. What are you doing? Ain't even seen half of what this man done seen. Like I said, there ain't no rehabilitation. That's who can bully who. The government don't even see what they doing. You putting bullies with other bullies and putting these people that would never bully anything in control. Like I said, I seen an officer sit there, man, 20 years. Her main concern was getting home to her family, not rehabilitating nobody. Having to be hard or harder than the people that are in there. And not showing them that, hey, you can be compassionate. Yeah, don't be no sucker, no slouch, but you're not really rehabilitating anybody. You're not doing that. That's impossible. You're just watching for you. That's why I said prison's not meant for rehabilitation. Not over here, it ain't. You look at other countries, dog, where they got some money, they don't got money problems. They're not worried about taking too much from people. We're different, homie. You don't know nothing else because you ain't seen nothing else. Somebody said, what are they rehabilitating? What are you doing by keeping a person 15, 20 years out of society and not teaching them nothing about it to go back into it? You might as well keep them. You might as well fucking keep them. What are you doing? You keep them for 15, 20 years. They don't know nothing about anything when they get out. Guess what happens to people that don't know anything when they get out? 9 times out of 10, they go back in. They're more comfortable there. That's why I said, church, you not in jail, we not in jail. But guess what? They keeping a lot of good people that could be rehabilitated off the street, homie. I see more sick people and more mentally ill people being put back on the street than I see anybody being rehabilitated that got any type of good sense. You don't see it. You got people outside right now and everywhere, man, screaming at the top of their lungs. Police take them to jail for a couple days. They go to the psych ward, get a little bit of pills, they right back out on the street. You don't see it. You don't see it, huh? You don't see it, huh? You that blind? You got sick people outside right now. They gonna let them right back out after 3 days, 4 days. Don't give them nothing. Real shit. Nigga catch a DV with his bitch or going through something with his bitch and shit. She could have started shit. Shit happens on both sides. That nigga about to have to go through 6 months of classes, a year this, and it's just gonna have to be on his record, all this shit. You got a nigga out here going crazy. He set the bus stop on fire. He's just crazy and out of his mind. I guarantee you a lot of these public defenders, they got a lot of those under their belts when they can play a person crazy. They ain't won nobody no real case won. That's why they tell you gotta go get a real lawyer. You gotta go get a real lawyer. Anybody that can really get back outside and make a move, you gotta go get a real lawyer, homie. Nah. Public defender can take care of the crazies. Somebody said public pretenders. I always call them professional hand holders. Professional hand holders, man. They hold hands. That's all they do. They ain't got really much they can say. Unless they can stand on this person really isn't mentally stable. They can't really stand for anything. They can't really correspond with anything that's going on. Hell, they got them medicated right now. How many people that went to court got sentenced 20 to life, didn't even know because they had them sedated? You ain't getting nobody in their right state of mind to accept that. Hell yeah, motherfuckers about to trip. But it's a business, and some people gotta take that. We need 20 years out of some people, man. Keep this shit moving. Keeps it flourishing. It's sick. It's scary. This shit's scary, homie. They taxing people in every way fucking possible. Right now, you getting taxed. Man, this shit is over. Y'all know it is. This shit's over with. Skip Bayless. That's a laugh. Let's not even talk about him. Even when they asked Shannon Sharpe about the situation, he said, man, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's all he can say. Skip gonna get through it. Won't be no issue. We can get off that one. Ain't gonna be no issue. Skip will be all right. He'll have another show. He'll be moving. I see all these non-achievers and unbelievers. Oh, well, we can change it tomorrow. No, you're not. You're not going to change shit. What are you going to change? Everybody feels like their vote matters. No, it doesn't. You are not in control like you think. You're not in control of your house, no nothing. You know, it's crazy as fuck to me because I watch a lot of people go buy land, right? They go buy land, acres, whatever, the mountains, whatever. Don't put nothing on it. You don't know what the fuck going on in your property. You bought that shit for what? If you ain't doing nothing with it, what are you doing? Why would you even buy it? Have land for what? I'm gonna do something with it. No, you're not. You're not gonna do anything with it. If you did, you would have did that when you bought the shit. You buy land, you don't even know who's on it. You don't know if there's a meth lab on your shit, nothing. When's the last time you been out there? You got nothing out there to go to. Everybody buys all this land, right? Everybody says, oh, I don't want to buy land. Buy land for what? What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Nothing. I know people who buy land and all that shit. What do you really do with it? What are you putting on it? You're living on it. You're making money off of it. What are you doing? Because every time I've ever been in an airplane, I've never came, and I've watched a lot of the land. Everybody has. You come by the land, you ain't never sat there when you look down at the airplane and said, hey, that's Whoop-de-Whoop's property. No, it all looks the same. Motherfuckers don't do shit with it. Sad. It's crazy when you really look at it. Everybody will say they own land, but when you ask them, like, what are you doing on your land? What do you have out there? People just buy shit just to have it. See, the government ain't dumb. They know people are going to buy land just to say they own land and never do nothing with it, but they still end up getting it anyway. They just take your money during the process. I ain't saying you can't do nothing with it, but who really does? How many people right now save up to go buy 10 acres to do something with it other than, at the most, build a house for themselves and live on it? And live within it. That's it. Exactly. If you don't pay your property taxes, they're going to take it. And people pay it, but they don't have nothing going on out there. They're just paying out of pocket for it. Right or wrong. Like I said, the most people do when they buy some land is they just build a house on it and they live out there. Yeah, it could be a whole meth lab on your motherfucking 8 man on your land. You'll never know. When are you out there if you don't have nothing out there built? A lot of people buy land and don't have shit out there built. You just have the land. Everybody keeps it for their, well, one day. One day I'm going to do something out there. When? That shit sits there and collects dust. Hell, dirt if we got to really get technical. It collects dirt. Does nothing. When you buy something, it's got to do something for you. You can't just buy shit just to buy shit. Even buying land, even as good as it may sound, that shit's an impulsive buy. You do something with it. You don't just buy the shit just to buy it, to say, oh, when you sit down at dinner and you're sitting there with all your friends that may be sad at the dinner table or everybody's front, and you can say, oh, well, on my land, you ain't did shit with your land. This shit marks a new era. It's not about you having land and you living in it. Shit, when them Palisades burnt down, them people knew. Shit, how many of y'all making money off of it? If you made the money off of it the way you should, shit, you would have moved elsewhere. That's how they look at it. Nobody's living in the shit that they're owning anymore. It's not the way of life. Everybody's making money. Oh no, I know what happened, homie. I seen it. I know exactly what happened. You look, like I said right now, you go to any of these motherfucking rallies, any of these people that's putting together right now shit for donations, anything. How do you know who's really pulling up? Nigga, this city been hurting. People been fucked up. Half you motherfuckers out there right now will never even know what is like to own anything. You can buy land all that you want to. It's what can you put on it that matters. Real shit. You got more people that own Airbnbs making money than you do people who are buying land and sitting on it. Real shit. Ain't nobody doing shit with none of it. Somebody said, do you still talk to Lush? Nah, I don't talk to anybody from I'm gonna be real, homie. Like I don't I stay to the friends that I know. It work better. I just stick to the friends that I know. I don't even want to really know anybody that I even really met from this shit. To be honest, like respectfully, because I don't really know their intentions. So it's just better is not talking bad about them, and it ain't putting myself in position to be talked bad about. So I just leave that shit alone anymore. My nigga, it's good. It's number love. Nah, it's good. Nah, just no new. I don't need nobody that I ain't know for the last at least 5, 10 years. I'm cool. I was better off. I'm straight. Y'all can have that. I'm not really. I never been friends with dope heads. No way. Like I don't know. Like that shit's different for me. I don't give a fuck what a nigga doing. That's cool, homie. To each their own. I don't get down like that. Whether I drink, smoke, whatever. That can't be the worst. I just stay to myself. That way I ain't gotta even worry about it. I don't get down like that. I'm straight. That's where my problem came into is just acceptance and accepting a little too much. I ain't never had no drama. No drag in a brown paper bag, homie. I'm good. I do better without it. I don't want no new friends, no nothing. I don't know what anybody doing. I'm cool. I know what Sharp's doing and the people I've been dealing with for a long time. I'm cool. I'm at peace. I ain't mad at nobody who do what they do, but I just noticed that, people who do shit, it alters their character. I'm cool. I don't got no time for it, homie. Hey, it's nothing but love. My nigga, do your thing. That's ain't the way I'm swinging out. So I stay away from it all day. I ain't got nothing bad to say about nobody. It's nothing but what it is. Do your shit. Yeah, I've been to Atlanta quite a few times. thoughts on the LeBron and Drake shit. Um, I'm gonna be real. Let's look at it. Drake was a nigga. It's always a light skinned niggas. That's why a lot of these niggas hate to admit it, but they always try to keep a light skinned friend, especially the ugly little dark skinned niggas. And I ain't taking nothing from Bronny, Big Bron. Bron, you always been one of them niggas, and I'm sure money put you on and that star power put you on even more, but there was niggas that didn't have none of that and was still moving the bitches. And guess what? When niggas get on, they always want to have the bitches. Shit, you want to be pointing in the right direction. I believe shit, him and, Drake was on the duo. Shit, you got a friend, shit, I got another celebrity friend your friend can meet. Shit, niggas was up and coming. These niggas be nerds, homie. Like, for real. A lot of these niggas, man, be nerds. Don't really have no substance in the streets. Every nigga that you know. That's how I know I get hated on. Because every nigga that you know, I don't give a fuck how much money he got, jewelry he got. These niggas can front all they want to. All these niggas want to have the bitches. They do it to have the bitches. The Horbetians. They want to have them at their beck and call. You best fucking believe. That's what a lot of them do it for. T, I'm gonna be honest with you, homie. A gang member could never replace a pimp, man. You dig? It's a big difference. I can get it in another substance, but nah, my nigga, you can't even put that to no comparison. Stop. Cut it out. But I get it with the Drake shit and LeBron. Somebody said the light skin, you know what I'm saying, that shit like, played out whatever, like with that situation. But to be real with you, back then when them niggas linked up, it wasn't. Shit, Drake was the lover boy. LeBron, he was Bronny at one point. Because I remember I was calling him Bronny before even his son even came in the mix. I was calling him Bronny. Shit, them niggas came up in the kind of the same era. Real shit. Drake was having the bitches. Lover boy, man, shit. He can link up a friend with a friend. Wasn't hard to do. Yeah, ain't no hate to Drake. Shit, ain't no hate to LeBron. I'm just saying it for real. Shit. When you really look at it, in retrospect, shit, LeBron, he ain't the, prettiest color in the shed that a bitch gonna go pick on, but shit, nigga, Drake, he had the bitches because he's singing the songs. You bring it together, what do you get? A masterpiece. Straight up. course, I've been to Seattle. I don't even know what that means, just being honest. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even want to read that because it don't even make sense. Eduardo Herrera said, have you seen the video of the pimps shooting it out in Seattle? They're calling it drill pimping. No, that's not, no, hell no. No, fuck no. Drill pimping. Nigga, I will never stand behind that a day in my life. African Village says, sending you blessings. Shout out Soft White. Who's this? Shout out White Palm Music. Blood to you, man. Motherfuckers is crazy. I love y'all, man. I will see y'all tomorrow night. We back on. We live, baby. We gonna keep it mashing, man. And about our ration. You dig? Stay on your game. Stay blessed. Stay having your way. Until we meet again, man. You dig?